Meteorologist Peter Hall out on the weather deck. We thought we might lose him, that he was running down to Rocky's newsstand to get his lottery ticket.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. There's a little time to still get your tickets. Anyway, a few sprinkles out here on the weather deck, and it definitely was a cooler day and a somewhat raw day too, with some rain and wet snow, but still another day where it's been above average. In fact, let's talk about those temperatures, which ever since we passed the Christmas holiday got really, really warm, and double-digit warmth, especially since last Thursday. Take a look. Since the 28th through today, all of those days above average and way above average in some spots. You go in the record books and you look at all the December 28ths through January 6th on record. So you got to go back to 1902, 1903 when records started to be kept. And you take a look. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-day stretch between December 28th and January 6th is the warmest on record. You go back in the record books, you'll never find this particular period warmer than what we just had. Obviously, that's a small snippet of a 10-day period in winter, but I thought it was pretty interesting. And just in case you're curious, we're over 2 feet of snow below average for Syracuse for the season so far. Now, we still have a good 60% or more of winter left, so things can turn around. But in the short term, there's only a little snow in the forecast. Right now, we're seeing a few sprinkles and flurries developing east of Lake Ontario, and that should continue to develop as rain and snow showers east of the lake. Then, as we go through time, some of those snow showers will drift into central New York, and it'll be just cold enough and just enough snow within the immediate central New York area to get a light accumulation. Also, numbers starting Saturday afternoon and going through the rest of the weekend will finally feel like what it's supposed to, exactly near normal, starting Saturday afternoon and going through Sunday afternoon. Temperatures in the afternoon in the low to mid 30s, and some leftover flurries and clouds Saturday evening. Now, in terms of new snow, again, for central New York standards, this is nothing. Most spots should see a trace to dusting to an inch, especially when you look at lawns and vehicles, and maybe even a few roadways too. The best chance of getting a minimum of an inch, or maybe getting 2, some of the higher hill towns just south of the city, and some of the higher elevations north of Oneida Lake. The best chance of getting more than 2 inches of snow would be the Tug Hill, but even there, it's not that much. And that's what we're going to get tonight through tomorrow midday. Leftover clouds and maybe a few flurries off the lake. Otherwise, teens and lower 20s. Looks like Sunday's quiet and a seasonable day. We should increase the sunshine Sunday and get ourselves into the mid-30s. Beyond that, what's next? Well, it's a quiet start to the work week. Clouds, some sun on Monday, afternoon high 40. Tuesday, a little bit of a difference. We're going to have more clouds now and a few light snowflakes, so with temperatures above freezing, not much accumulation, if any. There is some uncertainty towards the end of the week now. It may not be as cold as we had thought, but it looks likely by this time next week there's going to be some sort of storm system that we need to monitor. Stanley lost Skywatch. Regency Tower camera showing a little jam cam. Look at that on the bottom of your screen there. That is 690 eastbound. We'll have to look into that, see if there's an accident, because that is certainly jammed up back inside.